Thanks, Cyril. You know, we often talk in our Better Grades segment about how learning doesn't stop and is a lifelong pursuit. And travel is a great way to learn about the world around us, and the lessons can extend far beyond geography and language. Journeys of a Lifetime is such an opportunity, a program organized by a group called Coalition for Kids. And Oxford Learning's Laura-Lee Burgess has just returned from a trip with the group to visit sick children in Poland. And she joins us this morning along with Ethan Twinor, who's one of the students that she traveled with. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
You just landed last night. You tired, Ethan?
A little bit.
A little bit. It's a whirlwind trip. How would you describe, Laura-Lee, what it was like overall?
Oh, it was nothing like I ever imagined. It was absolutely incredible. We were there for 12 days,
wow,
and we felt like we were there for months. We got to do and see so much. I mean, the best part was all the learning that we got to do while we were there. So like you said, it doesn't happen in the classroom, and I think the learning that we did while we were there was far beyond what we could have got out of books.
And this program is also about service learning, so not only did you tour around Poland and get to see historic sites and whatnot, but you were helping children when you were there. Ethan, why did you want to do this?
I just felt it was important after what I heard was going on in Poland with these children basically being ignored by the rest of the country, that they shouldn't be ignored and they need someone else to be there for them other than their limited family.
So you went over there and you provided gifts, things that the kids had always wished for. We have some photos now of some of the children you spent time with, and one of the things was a desk. Ethan, tell us about that.
Well, the desk didn't come with any instructions.
The first desk.
The first desk.
First desk.
Yeah.
There were multiple desks.
Okay, so a desk was a popular request.
Yeah. But then the last desk, it was great.
Yeah. You had it all figured out, right, by then?
Yeah.
So you had to actually set up the desk, and so this is something that children actually wanted because they didn't have one.
And this little guy, oh my goodness.
He's so cute.
We wanted to bring him home. All he wanted was a desk. So that's 5-year-old Radek. And all he wanted was a desk. So every little gift that he opened up, whether it was a truck, a pencil sharpener, a book, he said it was a desk. The desk! The desk! He was so excited. And when he finally got the desk, when we had it assembled and he came in and saw it, it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. He kept saying, I love it, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Yeah, it's funny how something as simple as a desk can make such a big difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's one thing I think we really realized while we were there, that it was the little things that made a huge difference for people, things that we didn't expect would make that much of an impact.
Yeah.
Especially coming from here where that's not a big deal. So is that you as successfully assembling a desk?
There's Ethan and Lavinia.
One of the other students traveling with you. Yay! You did it. So Ethan, what's the biggest thing you learned on this trip that you'll always kind of keep with you, do you think?
The biggest thing that I learned...
Besides how to assemble a desk.
And a bike.
It's probably... When I was there, I really noticed that people barely have anything at all. And when I first came home yesterday, I looked around and I said to my dad, this place is a mess. But then I realized that it was just always that way, and I had just gotten used to them barely having anything at all in their home. So really, I should be more grateful for what I have, like a bed. Barely, none of them had a bed. They all slept on the couch, usually as a family.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And
oh my gosh.
just barely any just basic amenities that we would consider basic amenities there. So it's really just to appreciate more what we have.
Well, that's a good lesson to learn. And that's the whole idea, right, Laura-Lee?
It is, absolutely. I mean, Coalition for Kids is doing absolutely incredible work. And I knew that they were doing good work before we went, but I can't even articulate how amazing it is. So I think it's a great experience for everybody to try. There's so much that you learn from it, not just for students, but for adults or for different groups or for, we saw different concerts and music, and there's so many different levels of learning that occurred. So it's a really great experience for
a great
everyone.
travel experience, a cultural experience, and I think a kind of an emotional experience as well.
Absolutely.
So thank you for coming in and sharing it with us.
Thanks for having us.
Really appreciate it. Glad to have you back, safe and sound, and you never know, maybe another trip in the future.
I think definitely. We all said we're going back.
Okay, so there you go.
We're all going back at some point.
Excellent.
So.
Thank you again.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, let's go over now to Elise.